Oh, we are live. We are live. Beautiful people. We've got something amazing to talk about. So on my screen, it's showing me I'm a little laggy. Make sure that it's working for you guys. Give me the 5x5 as we come in here because it looks like we might have some lag. All right, guys. So as it gets in here, I'm seeing some lag on my machine. So just make sure it's good. And if not, I'll adjust it real quick. All right, bear with me. I will fix that. You guys get to look at me here real quick. All right, so bear with me 1 second, guys, while I fix this for you. Because we have got some freedom to distribute right here. All right. Yep, looks like we're good. Let me know in the comments. Did that fix that? It looks like it did on my screen. Let me know. Touch of lag, better. First time joining a live. Welcome, welcome. Much better. Okay, good. See, look at that, guys. Little tech work on the fly. Who is ready? I hope you've had your coffee. I hope you had your freedom because the melodic voice of freedom is getting back. It's almost there. But there's no time to waste because the ATF just received notification that there was an ICBM coming in for their pistol brace rule. It was too late. It impacted. Oh, this is going to be amazing because it has been wiped off the face of the freaking earth. This you guys are going to love. And as soon as you guys all get in here, I'll walk you through what FPC just posted. This BEA, beautiful, beautiful people. All right. Everyone is getting in. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Guys, honestly, like, how was this week, though? I mean, ATF getting smoked in one case, ATF getting smoked in another case, DOJ, Merrick Garland getting held in contempt of Congress. I mean, it's been a situation for the Biden administration this week. Outstanding. All right, we've got our minimum required around 450. So guys, let's dive into this. I'm going to minimize myself a little bit, show you what you really came for. This. If this does not start your day off right and continue on our path of winning, I don't know what does. Who's ready for some FPC? I know. Let's get it. So beautiful people. What I'm about to show you right now is literally what we've been talking about on this channel for 2 and 3 years together. They can use the executive branch. They can manipulate the way to get gun control, to further their votes, to further all the fundraising. But at the end of the day, the checks and balances of our system will not allow it. I dare say I was called crazy quite a few times. And yet here we go. FPC Grassroots Army win. In our Mock v. Garland ATF pistol brace rule lawsuit, the district court has issued the decision and vacated the rule. Now, let me show you something because they said some really good stuff in the comments. Then I'll dive into the actual ruling. This is funny. Nice. Now in English, Danny says down there in the comments on FPCs. FPC comes back and says the rule is vacated. It no longer exists. Well, so much for the most gun control, gun safety organization in history, because that's awkward. But anyway, let's keep going, and then I will tie all of it together, per I usually do, because we are a family and we are working this. Let's dive into this, beautiful people. Nathan, there is no turkey stuffing. Tim is not around, so I do not have to do that. So, as you beautiful people can see, sorry, my voice is almost back. We're getting there. We've got William T. Mock versus Merrick Garland. That would be the DOJ and the ATF. So here is the opinion in the order, okay? Listen to this. This is BEA beautiful. Pending before the court are plaintiff's motion for summary judgment and brief in support. Filed November 14th. Cross motion for summary. This part doesn't really matter. Filed November 22nd, 2023. Having carefully considered the briefing and applicable law, the plaintiff's motion is granted and defendant's motion is denied for the reasons stated herein. Keep in mind, the defendants is the DOJ, Merrick Garland, ATF, the guys who just got backhanded again. Background. At this point, the statutory and regulatory background is well known, and the court will not repeat it here. Basically, like, yeah, we covered this. Thus, the following is a brief recitation of the relevant procedural history of this case. The case was filed, blah, 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 blah. That part's not important. We're going to get to the good stuff right here. And I'm going to read this entire page and then conclude with the conclusion, because that does make sense. In this case, vacatur is appropriate given the court's conclusion that defendants' adoption of the final rule violated the APA's procedural requirements. So, we're going to set up there for one quick second. What they just said. Yeah, you broke the rules in doing this before you even get to the unconstitutionality. So, one of the things that they've really struggled with in the DOJ, the ATF, all of these lawsuits, is the way in which they infringed upon the rights of the population. And that was the main issue that they're talking about before they even get to the Second Amendment concerns. So there's like two tiers, okay? They've always been stuck on this APA part, which is the rules. They haven't even gotten to the constitutionality concerns. They're getting smoked on the way they did it. That's important by itself. Same thing happened in the ghost gun regulations. Same thing has now happened in the pistol brace. That, guys, they have screwed the pooch hard on this. But let's continue. And I will come back to the chat in a second. An illegitimate agency action is void ab initio and therefore cannot be remanded as there is nothing for the agency to justify. Oh, okay. Further, applying the vacatur of the final rule to only plaintiffs is more akin to an injunction that would prohibit defendants from enforcing its unlawful final rule against only certain individuals. I mean, remember, certain people can have it, certain people can't. Courts hate that crap. And, I mean, rightfully so. It's not right. Anyway. And indeed, quote, there are meaningful differences between an injunction, which is a drastic and extraordinary remedy, which they collect like challenge coins, by the way, and vacatur, which is a less dramatic remedy. This is because vacatur does nothing but reestablish the status quo. Bing, bong, smack in the back of the face. Basically saying, yeah, no, we're just putting it back to the way that it was before you did your unconstitutional action. Ooh. Yeah. About that. Let's continue. This is so beautiful. Oh, this is so much fun. Let's see. What did I just read? Ah, yes. The rule or the status quo that existed for decades prior to the final rule going into effect last year, absent the unlawful agency action. Unlawful agency action. Null and void. Vacated. Bye. Out the door. Nope. Sorry. Better luck next time, tyrant. I mean, they didn't say that. I added that part. But still, let's keep going. Apart from the statutory, apart from the statutory basis, which the court invalidated the agency action, vacatur neither compels nor restrains further agency decision-making. Because defendants fail to show that this is a rare case in which the court should deviate from the default rule, the court vacates the final rule on the grounds that defendants violated the APA's procedural requirements in promulgating it. You done goofed when you made it. Therefore, we're going back to the status quo. Therefore, it is unlawful. Therefore, bad executive agency. God, this is so beautiful. Because courts presume that the federal government will comply with its rulings, plaintiffs' requested injunctive relief is unnecessary and thus denied. Guys, do you realize how bent over a barrel this judge just put the ATF and the DOJ? Hey guys, we're going back to the way it was before you did this unlawful action. You can't do this unlawful action. We're gonna vacate it because it's stupid and it never should have happened. I mean, good Lord. All right, let's go to the conclusion. For the reasons set out above, the court grants plaintiff's motion for summary judgment on the grounds that the final rule violated the APA's procedural requirements because it was arbitrary and capricious. Oh, there goes the voice from the cold on live internet. No big deal. Arbitrary and capricious. That's something that has showed up again and again and again and again. They are losing on this arbitrary and capricious portion of the APA. They aren't even to the constitutional challenges yet. What this is saying is the rules themselves of which they are creating and calling on this justification does not exist. This is massive. Anyway, let's continue without more voice squeaking. So the arbitrary and capricious was not a logical outgrowth of the proposed rule. denies defendant's cross motion for summary judgment, denies plaintiff's request for a permanent injunction, and vacates the final rule. So ordered this 13th day of June 2024, Reed O'Connor, who is really pushing St. Benitez in his hierarchy of greatness. But understand, guys, what just happened? I'm going to put myself through a bigger party here because, why not? But, guys, legitimately, this is a massive deal. Hold on, wait for it. There we are. Now we're back. What just happened was this entire thing got smoked and kicked to the curb because they completely made up rules from the executive branch, invented different interpretations and enforcement authority, and this court literally just vacated the entire thing back to the status quo before they made up this thing out of nowhere. Okay, outside of the celebratory nature of this, understand one really important thing. This is not possible without groups like FPC, without groups like GOA, without groups that are out there from a grassroots level putting all of these lawsuits forward. They stepped in it when they continue to push all of these executive bureaucratic rules, and now these doors are shutting on them forever. Not because of the constitutionality concerns, but because of the way in which they enacted these rules was unconstitutional. That should cover bump stocks, that should cover pistol braces, that should cover ghost gun receivers, or frames and receivers, or ghost guns as they call them. This covers a lot. Guys, this is what we've been talking about for 2 and 3 years. They can do whatever they want. They're going to get caught and stuffed by the court system because our checks and balances are going to stop them. Case in point. We've had 2.5 years of them getting kicked right in the teeth by the judicial system. All right? I'm going to jump over in here to the chat real quick because now I'm going to go buy one. I love that. I'm late, but pistol braces are okay as of now. So what they're saying is they vacated the rule, so the rule does not exist. That's FPC's own words right there. I just covered you guys. Make Brandon Herrera the head of the ATF. Yeah, that'll do it. So let me show you here. Let me jump into the chat real quick just to make sure you guys are all covered. Didn't have anything. Burns so good. I love it. Unlawful. That's exactly right, baby. Infringe on the infringers. This is great news. Yes, this is incredible news. But again, I want to really reiterate something for you guys. This is not possible in a system that does not have checks and balances. So when they went down this gun control road of ATF overreaching all congressional authority that they granted it, they screwed the pooch pretty hard. And thank you for that super chat. I see it. With all the failures of the ATF under Diddleblock, do you think he's going to lose his job? Not under Biden. Honestly, I don't know. If there's another term with Biden, I think he'll stay in his job. If there's Trump, I think he's gone. But the point is, guys, what I was about to say, and thank you for that super chat, you have to continue to fight. When in the times of the darkest, that's when you fight the hardest. And when all these lawsuits were started, this was when the ATF was bearing down on us like an elephant sitting on our chest. FPC took action. GOA took action. Second Amendment Foundation took action. All of these groups took action in absence of the NRA taking action, and they were funded directly by you guys. There has never been a time where we've had more lawsuit wins, more rulings coming out, and more action from a grassroots level to kick the gun controllers right in the teeth at the highest levels of our federal government. This is a far cry from saying the end is nigh, the world is over, and we are just going to lose all of our gun rights, which is what we've been pitching on this channel and talking about for 3 years now. We can fight. We can win. You get results just like this, and we are just going to keep stacking them on top, baby, because that is how this freedom's going to roll. We're going to pass it to the next generation, and we're going to focus on all their moves and get in front of them and then kick them in the teeth when they do the next one. Oh, it feels good to win. Oh, I love it so much. Proud member except NRA. DJ, I respect that. I totally get that. You guys do what you do, but yeah. This is an amazing day. Doesn't mean we can fire it from the shoulder. That's funny. 3 years and counting, Braden, and we'll be here. That's right, Nathan. I'm going to wrap this live stream real quick, guys, because we've been doing it for about 15 minutes. But make sure you send this out. Like, this is the important stuff. I understand sometimes that it can be very difficult and it looks bleak. But that doesn't mean we have to be black-pilled. That means that we have to fight harder, and you get results just like this. we're going to pass the blessing on, people. I hope you have an amazing day. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. We've got so much. It is stupid. And I'll see you then. Beautiful people. Man, I love these guys in the morning. And with that,